All right, what's up, everyone? In today's video, we're going to go over the Dow theory analysis chart layout with industrials, transports, and then the S&P 500 here on the bottom. This is a really nice one that I like to use. And some people may say it's dated, but the Dow theory, I think, is still important. And we're going to give a brief description of that, as well as go over how I like to use the chart. Now, the Dow theory posits that the health of the economy can gauge by the performance of both industrial and transportation sectors. According to this theory, a confirmation of market trends requires alignment between these indices. This chart helps investors spot divergences and confluences between the industrials and transports to predict broader market movements. This can potentially be a leading indicator, right? Now, in this chart, we see that the transports, DJT, sorry, topped before the DJI, which is industrials, and SPX. And as shown by the first vertical line, this early topping can indicate potential market weakness ahead. Now, the DJT also bottomed before the DJI and SPX, as indicated by the second vertical line, signaling a potential market recovery. So we've got industrials on top, transports on the bottom. Here we see it topped, right? This one topped out, made all-time highs before industrials did and before the S&P 500 did. It also bottomed before the S&P 500, bottoming right here at the same exact time as the Dow Jones Industrials Index. So if you're using the Dow theory to potentially trade the S&P 500 or get insight into the broader market, we're saying, hey, well, the Dow topped out over here. Is this a warning sign for industrials and the broader market S&P 500 index as well? And over here, you're saying, well, these two bottoms, could we potentially be getting a bottom here in the S&P 500 as well? And really, once you start to combine a lot of these different chart layouts, the market starts to speak to you and tell you a story. Rather than just seeing green and red candlesticks or lines going up and down, you'll really start to notice that, hey, well, we've got tons of bullish divergences and signals back in October 2022 saying that the market was a lot more risk on than what it seemed in the S&P 500. And, then you have charts like this with the Dow theory saying that, hey, maybe potentially we bottomed, right? And the Dow bottomed and the industrials bottomed, transports and industrials bottomed here already. And the S&P 500 is trying to make a little bit of a double bottom here, or it's, making a little bit of lower lows. Could that be a fake out, right? Now, a strong downtrend in both the DJI and DJT would confirm a bearish market, while an uptrend in both indicates a bullish market. If the indices diverge with one trending up and the other down, it may signal caution or potential shifts in market direction. And that's something that I really want to highlight to you guys here now as well. All right, is because in 2023, it was almost just easy to make money. All right. And what I mean by that was when we bottomed, everything was going up, right? You see industrials going up here, right? We see transports going up here. You see the S&P 500 going up here, right? But in 2024, it's been much more difficult and it's been much more of a stock pickers market. And that's really clear and evident by this Dow theory analysis chart, right? We're seeing that industrials are very strong and the S&P 500 as an index is very strong, but transports aren't, right? Transports have really been going sideways. They haven't even made new all-time highs yet, as they're still stuck below their previous all-time highs. And it just kind of lets you know what environment we're in, right? We're in a super bullish environment when everything is trading in the same direction. And now we're seeing that it's much more of a stock pickers market and stock pickers environment. And this just kind of gives you a little bit of a clue into that, right? It doesn't necessarily tell you which sectors. That's when you have to dive deeper into some of the different sectors. But take a look here how, even for breakouts, right? And just some technical analysis, right? We see the transports breakout over here. We see the S&P 500 and we see the industrials breakout. This gives you pretty good confidence that, we're looking at a very healthy, very broad and very strong breakout, and you can potentially look to capitalize off of this breakout, being that we're seeing, the Dow theory play out and the Dow theory, essentially showing us a nice market move. So that's basically how I use the Dow theory. All right, it's one of the many different chart packages included in, the different chart layout packages I have. Okay, I've got one for market internals. I've got one for market breadth. I've got some for specific chart layouts. and just many different types of things. And these packages will really help give you an edge. And were some of the things that have really helped me gain an edge in the market in my years of trading. So if you haven't purchased those, be sure to do so using the link in the description down below. And if you have purchased those already, I appreciate you watching the video, and hopefully you enjoy the rest of the videos explaining the different charts in the different chart layout packages.